Hello, everyone.
Hey.
Welcome back to another exciting episode of College Football for the Girls. I'm Jessica.
And I'm Amani. I told people do not reach out to me for 3 to 4 business days. And I mean that. It is currently Monday, which is one business day. So I don't want to hear from anyone until Wednesday. Thank you. I'll do this podcast though, but
Only exception is this. Yeah, so if you can't tell, vibes are crazy this weekend.
every single team that I root for from the bottom of my heart lost in ridiculous ways. So again, 3 to 4 business days.
Not even just college football, because Amani's a Saints fan. So,
I don't want to hear it. 22, count your fucking days. Dennis Allen, when will you pack up your fucking cubicle and leave us alone? You are literally stressing out the entire franchise, and I can't take it anymore. We should never lose like that to the fucking Falcons. The fucking Falcons?
the fucking Falcons.
Anyway, we're not here to talk about NFL. We're here to talk about college football.
Correct. Which I would say was a little better in the fact that the action was exciting. But
Really good games, actually.
hell of a
Not
fucking
even-
good games, bro.
Not even going to lie to you.
I'll even
Really
say
good game.
the Virginia Tech Miami game on Friday was fucking nutty.
Insane. First of all, I am so sorry, Virginia Tech. Y'all got hoed.
Y'all got robbed. That was
got hoed.
highway robbery. I don't care. That was a fucking touchdown. And to say that it's not because the Miami player touched the ball when he was out of bounds, bitch, how the fuck?
I'm telling you, and this is a conspiracy, and people can yell at me if they want to or not. The sole reason y'all did not get that call is because they need Miami in the top 10.
Correct.
That's it.
I'm starting
They
to.
need Miami in the top 10 because they're the only ACC representation. And had they lost to y'all, they probably would have been down at the bottom. So, unfortunate for y'all. All I can say is next time score more so that it's not that close. But yeah, y'all got hold.
That was fuckery. Because I
was.
really think Virginia Tech had that game. So,
They
refs.
hold them bad.
Refs, I hope you enjoy that paycheck you got from Miami in the ACC because god damn, bro, it had to
Specifically
be a
the
fat
ACC
one.
because homeboy wrote the check. I
Had
already
to
know.
be a fat one. Well, diving into Saturday's game, starting it off, Kentucky Ole Miss was so great. So great. I love seeing Kiffin get their shit rocked. It was so nice.
Another team that got hoed, and we'll talk about this later with the AP polls. Kentucky, I'm so sorry. I don't know what they're thinking.
I don't know.
But the fact that you had a close game to Georgia, who was ranked 2 at the time. Or no, they were ranked 1 at the time.
No, we were
actually.
ranked 2. We were never ranked number 1. Texas was.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, you're right. They were ranked 2. To score that close to them and to beat Ole Miss that was ranked 6, and y'all are not in the top AP poll this week, hoed severely. I don't know what they.
You actually might have been right, and then Texas whooped ass against a nobody team.
I think
Yeah,
Kentucky is what made y'all number 2.
yeah, it was.
From what
it
I
was.
recall.
That's right.
Yeah, you made Georgia knocked number 2, and you beat Ole Miss, and y'all still aren't in the top AP poll. They hoed y'all. So sorry.
I don't.
I don't know what it is they got against y'all.
We'll get into it later, but
Yeah, we'll get into it later, but they hold y'all.
They-
But great game, fantastic. Y'all
Gorgeous
did
games.
exactly what I predicted last week. I said, I don't know. I'm not seeing enough from Ole Miss. Same, transitioning. Same team that I said the same thing about, Louisville and Notre Dame. I ain't see enough from Louisville. And here we are. Y'all lost to Notre Dame. I don't know what that means, but
that's a good question. I agreed with you. I picked Notre Dame for that game. Thank God. But I thought it would. It was a good game, but like
it was a good game. It was close, rightfully so, because y'all were 15 and 16. Like, I
Yeah.
knew it was going to be a good game. But I just felt like they had a lot of hope for y'all too early. And I was like, I haven't seen enough. Was this game good though? Absolutely. I didn't
Absolutely.
think y'all did bad at all. Like what y'all lost by what, a touchdown?
A touchdown. A
Yeah.
touchdown.
I don't think it was that bad,
No.
but I also don't think it was that good.
No.
So
It was the battle of the average. And now that we know that Notre Dame
exactly.
is a little above average, I guess that's good.
Exactly.
I don't know.
Exactly.
Another one, and I watched this game. I was the only one in the room that was cheering for Oklahoma, and I don't care because I'm glad that Oklahoma showed the fuck up and beat the shit out of Auburn. Well, I say beat the shit out of Auburn, it was by a touchdown. That shit was hilarious because literally all Auburn had to do in the last few minutes was run out the clock. All they had to do was run out the clock. They won. All they had to do was run it out. That's it.
And I didn't see this game, so they didn't run out the
Bitch.
clock.
Oh no, it's even better. They're driving down the field.
Why?
Oh, hold on. They're driving down the field. Auburn's quarter. They're driving down the field because I think it might have been they needed a field goal or something to win. Like they needed like just a few more points to win, like 1 point. So they needed basically a field goal if I remember correctly.
Okay. Okay.
They're driving down the field. Quarterback throws it right into the hands of the Oklahoma defender, runs it back for a pick six.
I feel like they did that the week before as well, so I can't say I'm not
Bitch!
surprised.
It was.
I swear that exact play you're describing. I swear I saw that. Who did they play last week? The week before that?
I don't remember, but so now it's technically tied. I think it was it tied? I'm trying to remember. Fuck. This game was wild, okay? Okay, there it is. There it is. Okay. So it was 21-16. Auburn is up. Or no. Fuck. Hold on. I'm confusing myself. God damn it. This is so bad. Okay. Yes, okay, this makes more sense. So Auburn's up 21-16. They literally just need to run out the clock. No big deal,
Okay.
no big thing. If they can run out the clock before Oklahoma gets the ball back, everything's Gucci because they win.
Right.
Then they throw the interception, 63-yard interception return for
63 yards.
63 goddamn yards for runs it back. They do a 2-point conversion. 24-21. Oklahoma's
They said fuck you.
They said, we're not going to make it easy. You can get a field goal, but you ain't going to kick our ass.
They
So,
said fuck you.
yeah. So they made it 24-21. So if Auburn got a field goal, they still wouldn't be able to win. It would be a tie. Oklahoma gets the ball back and scores a field goal with 54 seconds left to make the score 27-21, just as a final fuck you to Auburn. And I've never laughed so hard in my life.
They literally said fuck you. They were like, "Oh, you thought you were gonna win."
No. I don't think
That's
I ever
hilarious.
laughed so hard at a game in my life because they literally scored like 17 points alone in the fourth quarter, and it was gorgeous.
That's
Fucking
crazy.
gorgeous. I'm
That's
telling
actually
you.
crazy. Yeah, like I said, I hate to say I'm not surprised because they did the same shit in the Arkansas game at week 4.
True. True.
So I am not surprised by this behavior. Tell
See,
your quarterback to stop making interceptions because I swear, I feel like we've talked about this before multiple times.
well,
Chill out.
I will say Auburn's head coach, Freeze, is known for blaming the quarterback. So I'm sure in some press conference he did after that game, he blamed the absolute fuck out of that quarterback once again. Which is terrible because it's not necessarily all Auburn's fault or the quarterback's fault. But damn. Damn.
Yeah.
Damn.
Oof.
Do you want to talk about Wake, or are we just going to skip over Wake, or we just going to pretend it didn't happen? I can bring up FSU. FSU got their ass whooped by SMU.
Here's what I have to say about Wake. I said this last week. I am disappointed but not surprised. We are so fucking sorry, bro. And I can't take it. Because I was talking to somebody about this yesterday, actually. I was like, it's always been a battle of ours because we are the smallest school in the ACC and we're not, one of those bright, shiny schools like a Clemson or a FSU.
Mm-hmm.
So we're never going to get the top talent. Like, it's just going to be difficult for us to get top talent.
Mm-hmm.
Fine. But as somebody who went there and cheered for 4 years and watched our team have a team of practically, I don't want to call them nobodies because they weren't nobodies, but to have a team that was playing competitively with these teams and they were not these 5-star recruits that these other teams have. When you have a team like that, you have to have coaching that's a little bit riskier. Like, I'm sorry to say it, but it's like you can't play conservative when you don't have talent. Like, you
Mm-hmm.
have to take risks. You have to do these trick plays. You have to like
Get
really sit here
creative.
and get creative because you
Yeah.
have to work with what you got. And I feel like that is where our biggest downfall is right now is our coaching. Like, I just think we really need to get in the playbook and get some more fun, creative plays. We need to be trying out some trick stuff like to make us feel more competitive because if we don't, we're gonna be sorry. And that's exactly what we are. It's fucking sorry. We lost to the Raging Cajuns, bro. They probably sat
Raging
there and had
Cajuns.
fucking gumbo and jambalaya on our asses, thinking that this was just we paid them. We paid them to play us and lost. We are in for a long season.
And the fact y'all came back. Y'all came back, bro. That's rough. I'm sorry.
At home. And remember how we had this whole conversation like, oh, we should have made the Louisiana game our homecoming game. I'm glad we didn't. That's more embarrassing than getting stomped out by Ole Miss. Embarrassing. So yeah, those are my thoughts. I just feel like our coaching needs Jesus.
Jesus. Or just a new coaching staff.
Yeah, we need something because I already know the players it's not going to happen there. Like, it's going to be very difficult for us to have top talent. But I've seen a team for 4 years work with what they got, and we're not working with what we got right now.
That's, I think, a lot of teams' downfall is they don't focus on what they have at hand and like what they can create with the team at hand. They just do it. They just open a playbook and go off the playbook, and they don't think, well, how can we make this creative? How can we make this different to really work for like our offense? Like, I know some teams have suffered from that, like LSU making it work around Joe Burrow. Yeah, in that extreme case, absolutely, it doesn't always work. But if you know what your team's offensive-wise, at least their strengths are, and you're not playing to them because you're just too focused on the aspect of winning, but not how you're going to win,
Yeah.
like, you got to get creative, bro. Ain't
Yeah,
nothing wrong with that.
And listen, I say this every time. I'm still going to have love for them. I love my team. I love my Deeks. But we're fucking sorry. And I can be honest with myself. Like, I'm not going to sit here and be like, yeah, we're going to make it to the playoffs. The fuck? I'll be happy if we win 6 games to be bowl eligible. Because I don't even see that happening right now. Honestly, because I think we play.
Y'all
hold on,
got
let
a
me pull up.
long road ahead, dude.
I'm pulling up Wake's football schedule. I'm scared. Oh my God, we're getting stomped out.
No, don't say that. Why? Who do you have?
We play NC State on Saturday.
Well,
We play NC State, then Clemson,
oh,
then UConn.
oh.
We're cooked. Respectfully, if we play like how y'all played the Raging Cajuns, we're cooked.
It might be a problem.
More cooked than they seafood and they beignets. We're cooked. We're cooked, bro. But yeah, that's all I have to say about that game. Also, Georgia State, that was embarrassing.
I'm so mad because I don't like Georgia Southern because a lot of people from my hometown ended up going to Southern. They love to be, they're the ones that will cheer for Georgia until all of a sudden Southern comes into play, and then it's fuck us, and it's like, dog, you didn't even go here. You're a bandwagon fan on Saturdays until Georgia Southern plays on Fridays. Pick a team. Can't do this shit. So the fact they won, I'm mad.
And I'm gonna tell you, Georgia Southern was playing. Georgia State was not.
Fuck.
I sat and watched that game. First of all, it's family weekend. Y'all families in the stands, dog. Y'all not embarrassed?
Fuck.
They were pitiful, bro. Like,
What the hell?
I literally their defense needs help. I'm sitting here talking about Wake. at least Wade can stop defensively can stop people from scoring.
Yeah.
Like even when we played Ole Miss, did we get stomped out eventually? But they was holding their weight defensively for a little bit. Georgia State,
Not even at
I
all.
literally was sitting watching them line up. I said, "Oh, there go the hole right there." And guess where Georgia Southern was going? Straight through that hole. Straight through that hole to score. Straight to that hole to get in field goal range. Straight through that hole to get down to the 1 yard line. I mean, they were actually letting them through. There was nothing they could do. That quarterback, I don't want to go too hard on him because listen, I even when I was in the stands, I was like, I don't know where your family at, but you guys need to do some work. Kept throwing interceptions. The ball, I was getting scared because every time he threw the ball, I didn't know if it was gonna go in their hands or not. He was sorry.
It sounds like
that quarterback was sorry.
that's a problem.
It's a problem. And the thing is, the team I saw play that day, and I don't know, like, I didn't do much research into seeing if they have, like, a bunch of injuries or what. Like, I don't know what was going on. But that team is not the team that beat Vandy. And that is not the team that almost beat Georgia Tech. Like, I don't know where that team was, but I almost was like, I need my $45 back because where that team at?
It was $45 for that game. Get the fuck out.
Well, it was okay. So it was a family weekend package. So it came with the T-shirt that we didn't get.
I'm
and
sorry.
Food.
You didn't get the
It's
T-shirt?
okay. I'm not gonna go too hard on them because they said, Hurricane Helene came through. Their shirts got delayed. Whatever. Okay.
Fine.
But yes, it was $45 for food, like free food and a shirt and the entrance into the game.
Damn.
And I want my $45 back because that wasn't no game. I'll take the T-shirt and the food, but that game was horrible.
Well, to switch up to an actual interesting game, I wish I had watched this. I did not. North Carolina Duke apparently was a close-ass game because Duke won by a point. And I don't know what happened.
It always is. It always is. And that's what I was saying when we were doing college pick'ems last week. I was like, it doesn't matter what they did prior to that game. It is a clean slate for both teams. It is going to be a bloodbath every single time. Duke could have been 0-3 and UNC be 3-1 and Duke would still pull it out. Like it's a toss up every time. Like I'm glad I picked Duke because shout out to my pick'ems, but that game you just can never tell.
Bro, the bad thing is North Carolina like literally dominated this game. All of a sudden, the entire time. Fourth quarter rolls around and Duke just says, "Fuck that, we're coming," and just runs them over. I don't understand. Like, you can't just quit halfway through a game, bro. I give it to Duke because they're now undefeated. Still, I don't know if they're ranked. I haven't looked at the AP poll, but they're undefeated now.
Yeah.
I wish I would watch this game because that actually looks really like it was a good ass game.
For sure, I know it was a good game. Like
that had to have been a good game.
Money on a good game. They are like the equivalent of the Falcons and the Saints. Like that game is always going to be good.
Well, yeah, they're good big basketball rivals.
Yeah, it's always going to be good, and they're not even football teams, but it's always going to be a good one.
True.
The one I was going to bring up, hold on, I got to go find it again because I can't. Michigan winning by 3 to Minnesota.
Crying.
I didn't see that game, but I'm like, huh?
Crying. We kept seeing the score updates while we were watching, I think, Oklahoma on Auburn, and I was like, I'm sorry, Michigan, did you forget you have a game today? Because what the fuck? It's Minnesota.
This is not the first game where it's looked like that.
No, it's not.
It's not. Flying by the seat of their pants.
Anybody that says Michigan is a genuine college football playoff contender, you're lying to yourself because my sweet baby good Lord Jesus. No.
Yeah.
No. Ain't no way.
Another game I was going to bring up was the Kansas State, Oklahoma State game. I wish I would have watched that one because
That's another one I wish I watched.
I mean, the game, like, they lost by, like, 20-ish points. But from what I saw and the updates and stuff, like...
It was close.
Yeah, like I don't know how it got here. I'm looking at the let me look at the game cast to see. It's because Kansas State scored 21 points in the second half.
Well, that would
That'll do
fuck.
it.
That'll fucking do it,
That'll
man.
do it.
I think I don't know if he still has it. I think Oklahoma State's coach, I'm pretty sure he's known to have a mullet. I think I saw a photo of him recently and it's gone. I think your mullet had your vibes and it's now just
Get it
depleted.
back.
You might want to grow it back like immediately. I don't know, get some special hair juju going on because bitch, it's the only thing I think that was holding y'all together. Another one, I'm just realizing this. Utah was upset by Arizona 23-10.
Yes. I saw that. I saw the
What?
score. I saw that score when I was leaving the Georgia State game, and I was like, I'm gonna act like I didn't see that because what?
What the
But they
fuck?
ended up carrying it through.
They lost.
That's crazy.
They lost. They lost. Utah in the first half, all they had was a field goal. And then they did not score until the start of the fourth quarter.
Listen, Arizona's another. I'm pretty sure we said this before too. They played somebody else, and I was like, hold on.
They're 3-1. They ain't bad. But I'm
Oh,
shocked.
that's what it was. They played Kansas State the week before and got blown out.
Oh, they came in heated. They came in heated.
Had to because you don't go from 31-7 to winning.
Against a top 10 team?
10 team. I haven't seen the poll. They have to be
They
down.
better be in the fucking poll, man, at this
They
rate.
have to be down, bro.
Also,
There's no way Utah is up there. If they're up there, that's gonna be some bullshit.
they had to have fallen at least a couple spots.
Had-
Also, FSU getting absolutely pummeled by SMU. Holy fucking shit. I know it's bad. I know it's bad. But
They got their cute little win and got in their heads immediately. Immediately. So I don't feel bad. Like,
oh, they at least got a safety.
be for real.
They
Be
did.
so for real.
They got a safety with 22 seconds left in the first half. Not even gonna lie to you.
So,
But
for
then-
real, a safety.
A safety. That's the only points they had 9 points in the first half. Okay. Then here comes the second half. SMU scores. SMU scores. FSU scores. Finally. SMU scores. SMU scores. Oh, hold on. It's even better. SMU gets an 82-yard interception returned for a fucking touchdown.
I take it back. I'm not even that embarrassed by the way no more. That's embarrassing, bro. What?
Yup.
That's embarrassing.
Yup.
And there are people that are paying money to travel to see this team play.
Oh, you think you want your money back for Georgia State? Alum is demanding their money back. Like they're pissed. Pissed.
I would.
Pissed. Peeved. And I'm mad for him because what the fuck happened within a year, bro?
I don't know.
Getting left out of the playoffs did not fuck y'all up this badly. It ain't no damn way.
Man.
What
Ooh,
the fuck?
that's crazy. Oops. Couldn't be me. And I guess we can end on this note.
You want to talk about the dog in the room? Because it's not an elephant in the room.
I will say this with my whole chest. I fucking hate that team. Every single time, bro. They always do something to piss me off. I was in, y'all, I
That's
was live tweeting about it. I'm in a taco mat going fucking feral next to my burger over this. Because what the fuck?
I was with family. I'm gonna get into it. The first half was nasty. It was ugly. It was terrible. I don't know where our defense was because sure as
I
hell
don't
they
know
weren't on the field.
What was going on at all?
They were not on that field. And I will also say this: that environment in Tuscaloosa was absolutely fucking insane because we could. My dad was listening to the game on the radio and he could barely hear the announcers.
Yeah.
And it was terrible. I do want to know what Coach Smart's fucking halftime speech was because I want that played every damn day of
I'm
my
gonna tell you
life.
exactly what he said. Y'all better get y'all shit together and get out there and play some damn ball. Because what?
Yeah.
He was like, all y'all scholarships are on the line. That's exactly
Basically,
NIL money or not, y'all about to
y'all
get gone.
y'all about to get
if y'all don't get it together.
fucked. No, but defense really stepped up in the second half, held them to just 3 points, which is fucking insanity, seeing as Jalen Milroe was running every which way around the field and mocking us about it, which, fuck you, respectively. I really need you to grow the hell up.
I hate them.
The most impressive part for me was the fact they were able to stop Jalen's runaround, which he did a lot in the first half, and we shut him the hell down. Was like, you ain't going nowhere, bitch. Fuck you. And then offensive wise, say what you fucking want, you fair weather fans. Carson does not need to be benched after the performance he gave in that second fucking half where he led his offense down that damn field over and over again to score and almost win the goddamn game. I don't care. Stetson had just as many interceptions, if not more, had rough games, if not more. If y'all are claiming to bench his ass after that performance in the second half, I don't know what to tell you. Because holy shit.
And here are my thoughts, Jessica.
Amani.
Listen, I'm going to be so honest with you. I don't think he needs to be benched. I don't think that's the problem. I feel like there needs to be some restructuring because I've seen a trend, at least since the Kentucky game, where I don't know, I don't want to call it nerves because I don't think it's nerves. Like, you are playing all these top teams. It shouldn't be nerves at this point. But there is something or some disconnect happening between when he throws passes and the plays that are being done. Because, like, there have been a couple times, even when they have caught him or have gone down the field, I was nervous that it was going to get picked. Like, I don't know. I'm not an expert in this department. And
what?
I don't know what
I'm just kidding.
What?
You're not an expert? What the
expert?
Fuck?
But all I'm saying is there is definitely something there that's happening where they need to kind of reevaluate. I'm not saying putting him on the bench. I don't think that's the answer. When people say putting him on the bench, I think they're still expecting Stetson Bennett type of behavior. He's not him. Like, respectfully.
I will pause you on that. Stetson threw a shit ton of interceptions. Y'all forgot because he would win the game at the end of the year, or at the end of the game. He would throw 1 or 2 interceptions, if not 3, almost every other game. Like, it was not something wild. But to your point, I will say our O-line has been struggling this year a lot more than they need to be.
I think the O-line is definitely part of the problem for sure.
And I think that makes him nervous because he doesn't, especially after the Kentucky game, I think it makes him nervous on how long he has in the pocket to make a decision. And I will say, second half, he looked a lot more comfortable. He looked a lot more confident, and he looked like he was starting to really trust that O-line. And he would sit back in that pocket. He wasn't scrambling. He was not trying to make a play happen. He would see somebody, make it happen. If he saw an opening in the O-line, he would just fucking run. He started actually, as I would put it, trust the O-line in that second half. First half, he was still freaked out after Kentucky, which is absolutely fucking fair because that O-line did him no favors. And then second half, even when they got the fucking third string center, shout out Drew Bobo's son, we scored with him in. So I agree with you that there is some kind of...
It's just something fundamentally not working with the offense right now. And I think it's a combination of things, like you said. Like, I really think the offensive line needs help. I mean, I even saw it with Kentucky. I'm like, y'all are not doing enough for no one. I do feel like he has some work to do himself as far as, like, his throws and, like... Even if he, like, I'm not trying to be this person, but, like, even if you don't have an O-line, like, say he wants to go pro and go into the league, there's no guarantee you're going to have one there, and you still need to kind of perform like you should. I get being scared, but, like, your season is not going to be any easier moving forward. And so I think there's something that needs to happen there where he needs to really I don't want to say lock in. I don't think it's that he's not locked in, but he just, I don't know. Maybe practice some more. I don't do 2-a-days. I don't know what you got to do, but
I
yeah.
think it's kind of back to what I said. First half, you could tell he did not trust that O-line. He was moving every which way in the pocket. He was running around. He was like just immediately collapsing. He was not trusting what his O-line could do. Second half, he stood confidently in that pocket and said, I ain't going to fucking move, and y'all are not going to let me move. And damn near his O-line, he trusted his O-line, and he was able to be more solid in his passes. He was more accurate with his passes. I will say, though, he hit some of them motherfucking receivers in the fucking hands, and we decided to be Butterfingers.
Yeah, they weren't. That's what I'm saying. It's a collective effort. Like, y'all need to do some more of the little drills. You put the ball in the catch.
Something.
And honestly, I'm not even going to rag on the offense that long because
dude,
they still got 34 points at the end of the day, and your defense allowed 41. Number 4, number 12. Specifically number 12.
Specifically number 12 for me, Humphrey.
There were multiple plays. I'm not going to say from them, but there were multiple plays where I felt I could sense that UGA's defense was anticipating them not making the catch. And then when they made the catch, was like, oh shit, scrambling, trying to do their job. You need to be locked in regardless if they make that pass or not, because you never know. Like, I literally pointed it out to because like I said, I was in a taco mat going feral, but I was like, you can see them letting up. You can see them slowing down. You can see them not really guarding because that pass looked impossible to catch. It did look impossible to catch.
You got to play like that pass is going to happen.
17-year-old on the receiving side.
Which, hold on. I need to understand, how the fuck is there a 17-year-old on a college football team? What's going on? How's that happening?
Yeah, I can't answer that for you, other than the fact that it's crazy that he put in all that work and still can't vote in this election, or buy himself a pack of cigarettes or give him a beer to celebrate. He can't do nothing but go to bed, maybe eat some Taco Bell, and go to class the next day.
Brother,
insanity.
He can barely drive.
But when you're playing someone like that, regardless of if you think that play is impossible to catch, you need to be locked in as if they're going to catch it every single time. And I could sense a few plays where they were just letting their guard down. And that's why that little 17-year-old was running circles around y'all. I will give them a pass. My 25, 26-year-old ass can't go against a 17-year-old. That's ridiculous. That's why they're not supposed to be in college yet. But when the odds are against your favor, you still got to lock in, bro. Number 12, I don't know what you was doing. But
that final touchdown pass for Jalen is the biggest one for me, because Humphrey, my main man, honey, I think you're a sophomore. Listen, it's what Amani said. It don't matter if you think he's going to catch that ball or not. You got to play like he's going to catch every fucking ball that is in the damn air. That's why Malachi Starks is so damn successful. That's why Jalen Walker is out here fucking kicking ass, because they assume no matter what, that if that ball is being thrown to them, it is fucking catchable. Because here's the other thing. There was 1 or 2 times that I saw Humphrey, and that motherfucker could have easily swatted it or intercepted the fucking ball, but he didn't want to get in front of the ball. And it wasn't just Humphrey. Let me not just target 12. There were some instances where I'm like, bro, if you would have just read that play, you could have stepped in and intercepted it in 1 second. But I think I said it to many people. I ain't mad about this game, because I would have been more.
Still a good ass.
It was a good ass game. I would have been more pissed if it was a blowout like it was in the first half. If people are saying it would have been easier if it was a blowout, fuck no. I am happier that it was a close game than a fucking blowout, because a blowout's embarrassing.
And what the defense, and again, like I said, I spent a lot of time on the offense. I'm going to go to the defense now. If y'all would have done what you did in the second half, in the first half, we wouldn't be having this conversation today.
Correct.
Regardless of how good or bad the offense was doing. Now, granted, what I will give you is, because the offense wasn't doing their job, y'all were on the field more. I understand completely. I get it. They had a lot of possession in the first half. But the fact that y'all had all of that time on the field in the first half, and y'all were able to stop them like out in the second half, and y'all weren't tired, y'all could have done it. Y'all really could have done it.
I
Allowing 21 points in the first quarter was insane.
Yes, I agree. Um, I I just again, I ain't mad. I ain't even disappointed. I am very glad it ended the way it did. And a lot of older fans like myself are like, I'm just glad it was a close game because at the end of the day, polls look better and then there's a good damn chance we see him again. And I'm fine with fucking that. But we cannot have a first half like that again. We cannot let ourselves get behind like that because there's going to be a time like this time. Well, actually, not even this time because we came back and we were at the top for a second and we were able to get that lead again. We're not going to be able to get the lead back at some point, and it ain't going to be fucking pretty. So I don't know if, like, the defensive, like, game plan needs to be corrected in case they are on the field more than they need to be, or, like...
Maybe. I was going to say that. I was going to be like, you know, if you're seeing that the offense is not putting up numbers, because I'm sure in the Kentucky game as well, it was the same situation.
Yeah.
You need to get your defense to a point where they can handle stopping them regardless of how long they're on the field. I understand they're tired. I understand that's an impossible task, but you have to work with what you got.
Correct.
And right now, this offense needs to be repaired, and you need to teach your defense to be the stepping stone in the meantime.
Now...
Because...
No, go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say, to allow 21 points in the first quarter, knowing that your offense is not going to be able to do what it needs to do, it's going to be impossible to win.
I was going to say, now, we do have a lot of injuries. We did have, like, one or two receivers that are hurt. We have a running back that is hurt. We have an O-line, a senior O-lineman, Tate Ratledge, who is hurt in Kentucky, who's probably not coming back till Florida, if that. We have a D-lineman who is still hurt, who I think was in and out of the game trying to do some stuff. We're riddled with injuries. That all of that to say, though, it's next man up mentality. And I will say they were able to do that in the second half. But I need a full, complete game from start to finish where that shit's not going to happen. But I will say that second half, I saw that group on the field become an actual team that should have been there from the start, but they actually grew into an efficient team that was working together offensively and defensively. It's unfortunate how the game ended, but I really did see like that team grow into a full literal like football team in those last 2 quarters. I still fucking hate you, Bama. Still fucking hate you.
I hate them so bad. And that win did not help. I cannot. Oh my gosh, bro. I literally was texting Jessica, y'all. I was like, yo, get them away from me. I can't stand. And then the thing is, and here's what I was so irritated by. So, like I told y'all, going feral on a Taco Mac, nothing but Georgia fans. And there's a table full of Bama fans.
Oh.
Why would y'all walk in there? Why would y'all go? I understand y'all want to go see a team at a sports bar like the rest of us. Mm-hmm. But read the fucking room. So you're sitting here hooting and hollering in a Taco Mac full of Georgia dogs. Like, boo, shut up. If you want to go to Bama. Go to Tuscaloosa with y'all's dingy, dirty asses and watch a game there.
I will say the funniest thing that I saw was like, it's okay, guys. Everybody... It was a tweet made by some students. It was like, don't worry about it, guys. Everybody here in Tuscaloosa right now for this game applied to UGA, but the ones in Crimson didn't get in. So we're fine. And I'm like, God, damn, you're right. We're also not cousin fuckers, so we're okay. But
I just hate them so much. I've never had hatred more. I hate them more than I hate the Patriots. I hate them more than I hate Tom Brady. And I fucking hate Tom. If y'all know me, y'all know I fucking hate Tom Brady.
That's fair.
I hate that nigga.
I will say, sitting here saying that this is an interesting aspect, and I have had a couple of Bama fans agree with me. This is still technically Nick Saban's team because Nick Saban recruited the senior, junior, and sophomore class.
But they waddling out.
Hold on. But it ain't Washington's. It's not all on Washington's coach. All of that to say, it's really going to be interesting when we actually see Dubois, whatever the fuck his name is, his actual team that he has built, because this is Saban's leftovers, bro. Like, Jalen stayed. That's Saban's kid. Like, I'm pretty sure they talk every other day. But to sit here and say, like, oh, yeah, DeBarro is going to have y'all's asses, I highly doubt that. I really highly doubt it.
He already letting them loose. I ain't never seen the amount of TikToks and the sidelines going crazy. I've never seen them players act like that, because Nick Saban would have had their ass on Monday. They'd have been like, oh, you thought you was it, hooting and hollering because you winning? We still barely won. Mm-hmm. But you're all on the sidelines taunting and all. Saban would have never allowed that, bro.
Shout out to the motherfucking players who got some balls and decided to clap in my fucking head coach's face, bitch. I will take your 6'4" asses on. I don't give a fuck.
When I saw that, I said, they're better than me, because I would have threw hands. Bro, I would have been ejected from the game, because you're not going to, whether I hate you or not, because I hate Bama, whether I hate you or not, you're not going to clap in my face.
No! Be fucking respectful. You're so lucky that the Georgia players said, we ain't going to do it, and we're getting pushed away from that Georgia staff, because on fucking God, you would have had that entire damn team on your ass. Best damn believe.
I would have lost my mind. Y'all have some balls, for real. Good luck with the rest of your season, because you got to buckle up anyway. So
y'all are playing Vandy. You're playing Mizzou. You're playing South Carolina. You're playing LSU. Don't sleep on Vandy. Don't sleep on Mizzou. Damn, don't sleep on South Carolina this year, because they fucking messing around trying to find out. And don't sleep on LSU and Death Valley. That's all I'm going to say. I fucking hate y'all. I fucking hate y'all. I honestly respect you guys. To a point, I do. But the moment y'all clapped in my head coach's face, not even at the end of the game, it was fucking halftime. Bitch, we're done. It ain't no. I ain't got. That pissed me the fuck off.
I hate you. If you're a fan, I hate you. If you wear their T-shirts, I hate you. I hate you. And I don't hate a lot of people, but I hate you.
Hang on. Do we want to name the 7 things we hate about Alabama real quick?
Okay, I'll start. You suck. You're stupid. I hate you. You can't talk correctly. Y'all don't have a good education.
You fuck your cousins. You fuck your cousins.
And I hate you.
And you disrespectful as hell. I just.
And you stink. I don't know if you stink or not, but I promise you, people, I hate stink. You stink. Get a shower.
Listen, Saban and Miss Terry, y'all are precious. Y'all were absolutely adorable on College Game Day. That was so cute, and I respect the hell out of y'all.
I love Saban. But he's gone.
He's precious. He's precious.
It's the team that ruined him, them cancerous people. I promise you, you can't even write me a 4-page essay in MLA format talking about why you love this team, because you have no education, dumbass.
It's going to be one word, and it's going to be money, not capitalized without a period. It's just going to be in the center of the page, and it's going to say money. That's it.
My gosh, I roll. I'm ready to move on.
You stink. We're moving on to the do we want to look into next week first before AP
we
call?
can do a little preview of next week. From what I'm looking at, okay.
Mizzou, Texas A&M. I'm actually interested in this game. Yeah. I hope Mizzou shows the fuck up. Please don't embarrass us.
SMU is playing.
Listen, they coming in hot after beating the shit out of FSU. You don't know what the fuck about to happen, bro. You don't know.
What is that? Why is that being highlighted as a game?
Listen, dude, that could with how Louisville's only favored by 7 points, bro. 7. That's it.
I'm excited for Ole Miss, South Carolina. I think that's gonna be.
If Beamer pulls this shit off, I will lose it. I will fucking lose it, because one, I love Coach Beamer. Mad respect. When I worked with him, he was the sweetest, absolute precious bean. 2, just to shove that shit into Ole Miss's face would be so poetic.
I hate to be this person, but Clemson and FSU play, and I don't know who's gonna be more mid. That's where I'm at.
You can't pick one.
I don't know. I normally in a better life I could be like, I know how this game is gonna go. I don't know.
I don't know. Another one I don't know what's gonna happen. Michigan, Washington. I ain't gonna lie to you, Washington. You might actually have a fucking chance here with how Michigan's playing, because my God, Actually, hilariously enough, Washington is favored by 2.5 points right now.
Interesting.
I'll give it to you. I'll give it to you.
Um, Tennessee is playing Arkansas. Now, I think that's gonna be a good game. I might
Really?
have to. Well, just because Arkansas, like, they're not ranked,
Crew.
but they've had some tough opponents and they've had some pretty good games. So I don't know.
And it's
That one might be.
7:30 in Arkansas. If the crowd shows up, I will tell you it again. Crowd always plays. It did this weekend in Tuscaloosa. I am so convinced that if this game was in Athens, it would have been different, but it's okay.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Yeah, I think that's.
Oh,
it on
last
my
one.
radar.
Hey, Bama. I know you're favored by 23 points against Vandy. I cannot stress enough. Do not sleep on Vanderbilt because we have almost, if not did, get our ass
They are playing weird this season.
Bro!
They are weird.
So
Very
weird.
So
Both of
good
them
luck.
are. Both of them are, bro.
And I think Georgia's playing Auburn, right?
It is homecoming week in Athens, so we are going to be playing Auburn this weekend at 3:30 in between the hedges.
I wish I had a ticket for homecoming. I bet that would have been so fun.
You'd be going by yourself because I will be working this game. So I'll be hanging out with the tailgaters. Here's the irony. My dad is going to this fucking game. So I guess you'll keep me updated from inside while I sit my ass outside.
You gonna look like that DW meme where she's hanging at the gate with her sunglasses like.
I'm going to recreate that meme this weekend. Thank you so much for telling me because I'm going to do that flat out. Bro! Damn it! Yeah, there's not a whole lot of... Oh, actually, you know what? Last one. Oregon, Dan Lanning, I love you. If you let Michigan State come to your house and rock your shit, oof. I ain't saying it's going to happen, but oof. That's a Friday night game at 9 p.m. our time, so it's early their time, but Jesus.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Well, that was week 5.
Let's head over.
The only way I can describe it as L's.
Yeah, crazy L's. Honestly, just a lot of crazy L's, bro.
I just, sometimes you gotta lose. That's really the moral of the story.
Sometimes you gotta pop out and lose a few.
Yeah.
Let's switch over to AP poll.
What goes down must go up.
Fair.
Yeah.
To the AP poll. All right.
All right.
Already, I see some fuckery going on here.
I literally texted Jess on Sunday and said, this list is some bullshit. And I'm going to start with the people that did not get in because I think they genuinely got hoed. Kentucky, I'm going to emphasize it again because I know we talked about it before. Kentucky almost beat Georgia, made it a close game when they were ranked number 1.
Mm-hmm.
Beat Ole Miss, that was ranked number 6. Mm-hmm. Only got 6 votes to get into the AP poll. Who did y'all piss off? Because I don't know why they can't make it on here. But we had a team like Northern Illinois on the list for weeks that wasn't doing anything, bro. I don't understand.
I don't understand how... Who is that? The University of Las Vegas makes it on here. I understand they're undefeated. But Arizona's wins are pretty fucking significant. And
They
Kentucky's.
beat Utah.
A top 10 team! And also, Kentucky, honey, I'm sorry. I don't know what buffoonery they're doing to you. Because, sweet babies, y'all are fighting for your lives right now. And the fact y'all only got 6 votes to be in this fucking top poll is insanity to me. Yeah. Fucking embarrassing.
I just don't even understand. Nebraska and Boston College got more votes than Kentucky. I just don't get it. Maybe I'm missing something. I don't know. Did they have a bad loss or something earlier in the season? Like, I'm just not understanding why
Kentucky,
no one's taking them seriously.
No, I don't think Kentucky did, actually. Funny enough, I don't fucking think they did. I'll look. I know Arizona had the recent loss to Kansas State, I believe it was.
That's currently ranked 20.
Yeah, but Kentucky... No. I will say. They did have a pretty embarrassing loss to South Carolina, 31-6. But if South Carolina shows out this weekend,
another team that has been proving themselves the past couple weeks, like making competitive games, I don't feel like that's an embarrassing loss.
Especially since I'm pretty sure is LSU on this list. LSU is on this list. They just barely beat South Carolina, but
That's
can't
what
give.
I'm saying. It's not making sense. If you said they lost to Georgia Southern, I'd be like, okay, understood. But I don't feel like they've done anything wrong to not be considered higher.
No.
They are getting the Syracuse treatment right now, and I feel bad. But oh well. There's only so much I can do.
I feel bad, and also I'm very confused by this 25th placement because
I don't know, bro.
Okay. What the fuck is this 5? Let's 6 technically.
I don't know.
First of all, Texas A&M beats Arkansas. I understand Arkansas is unranked and they only won by a couple points. I get that. You dropped them a spot and you brought in Las Vegas on this list. On this, are we serious?
I haven't even had them on my radar, bro.
What the fuck?
Like, this doesn't make sense to me. I'm not understanding. I thought I wasn't understanding last week. This list this week, I don't get it.
They haven't played anybody. They haven't fucking played anyone. What the fuck is going on?
Preliminary look on Sunday and was like, what the fuck is this? I stopped looking at it because I was like, I can't interpret it. Indiana came out of nowhere. It's because they're 5-0.
They haven't played a whole lot of anyone. I will say props to you for beating Maryland this weekend. Good for you. We'll see if you can carry it the rest of the season. Doubtful. But wow, what a jump. You would have thought Indiana beat a fucking ranked team with that jump. Unlike Arizona.
Louisville dropping 7 spots is crazy.
Especially when it was a close game.
That's crazy. I honestly,
bro,
y'all listen, and I wish I could go back to the previous recording we did for last week. Y'all are willing to justify Louisville dropping 7 points for a close game.
Yeah.
But we couldn't drop. Who was it, bro? There was somebody on the list last week. Hold on.
Was it? I can tell you. Hold on. Was it? It wasn't Mizzou.
Baffled. Was it? I think it was Mizzou.
No, because they won last week. They're undefeated. It's not Mizzou.
Hold on. Let me just not even try to make this confusing. I'm just gonna go back to it. Back to week 5.
No, I was just looking at it. I don't know who it was. Was it Kansas State? Nah. Go up real quick. Keep going.
Oh, it was Oklahoma State. Oklahoma State dropped 6 points from losing 22-19. And I was like, why did y'all do that?
Yeah. Wait, what in the fuck is going on this day?
That's what I'm saying. They did that, but moved Illinois up 5 for barely win. I couldn't make sense of it last week. I was like, this is crazy. Michigan going up 6 spots for barely winning? Why? I just feel like, sorry, I just had to go back to that because I know I talked about it last week.
No,
I just don't
Straight.
understand. I just don't understand to justify them dropping 7 spots.
7 spots in a close game against a top 20 rivalry. It was literally, it was 15-16.
I will admit, I did say I am not impressed by Louisville. I said it. I was like, I need to see more. But 7 spots, I don't think it should have been 7. Maybe 4. Maybe 4.
With that close of a game, and again, it was 15 versus 16. And you're dropping them like they lost to an unranked fucking team, bro.
But here's the kicker, though. Boise State went up 4 playing Washington State. Who?
What the fuck is this? Again, what is this 5? What the 6? What the fuck is this?
State, y'all are viewing Boise State as better than Louisville, who lost barely to a ranked team, but felt that Boise State is the better opponent for beating an unranked team.
What money does Boise State have on you guys? What dirt?
I don't know.
What dirt
I don't know.
Does Boise State have on y'all? Because what the fuck, bro? I don't understand this.
Know.
I'm very confused. Let's just
wait a minute.
Keep going.
Pause. They're tied for 25.
Yeah, that's why I was saying 6 teams. Yeah, they both got 122 votes. They both got outvoted. They outvoted Arizona, bro.
I have a headache. Why did y'all put them on this list, bro? Whatever. They're getting kicked off. They play Syracuse, and then they're also playing Mizzou. They're gone next week. Moving on. I can't. Illinois dropped 5. I feel like if you wanted to drop somebody 7, it should have been them. They barely got a touchdown in there. Drop Illinois 7 spots, not Louisville.
Damn.
Not making any sense. Indiana, I don't know where the fuck you came from. Again, you're 5-0. Cool, fine, whatever. I have to collect my bearings because this is a jumble fuck. Okay, let me scroll up.
I think we're at Kansas State.
Kansas State.
That one I understand because you beat Oklahoma State. Congratulations, you beat them by a long shot, and it was a nasty game. It was a nasty game.
Kicked out completely?
Yeah, Oklahoma State, and yeah, they're not in the top 25, bro. They're gone. You want to know what's bad? You want to know what's even bad? They only got 8 votes this week. 8. Do you see how many votes you have to get to be in this fucking AP poll? They only got 8.
Them at 25.
Nah, dog. Put Arizona at 25. Fuck Oklahoma State. You had your chance. You got wrecked. But damn, 8 votes. That's it. They gave up on y'all's ass.
That lost by 20 points, more than 20 points, gets kicked off.
Yep.
But you dropped somebody that had a close game.
Yep.
7?
Yep.
I'm not understanding. This ain't making no damn sense.
I'm saying, and you only move. Okay, that's fair because I'm looking at Oklahoma. 2 spots make sense because I'm sorry, Auburn's unranked and they ain't looking great. So y'all are lucky you got 2 spots. I ain't gonna lie to y'all.
If anything, I would have kept them right where they were.
Correct. Now, Utah
should have dropped 10.
Honey.
Should have dropped 10. You are 18. You should have been 20. Matter of fact, I would have given Oklahoma 1 step up to be 19 so
Correct.
Utah could be 20.
Because
you're lucky you were so high up because if you were at the bottom of the list, you would have been done. You would have been gone.
That is the biggest fall from grace. Holy fucking shit. 8 spots, bro? I mean, fair. It's warranted. But damn, can you give Arizona their flowers? Come on. Shit.
Ugh. BYU. Okay.
I respect it. I respect it.
I can't remember what I said last week, but I'm pretty sure it was, why the fuck are you here? Okay. Chill with your little eye. Have fun. Rest up.
Enjoy your bye week.
I will allow it. You're 5-0. I'll allow it.
You look good, fine. Little BYU. Congratulations.
5 spots, maybe dramatic, but you know what? They're being dramatic with this list entirely. So.
Yeah, they ain't making a whole lot of sense. A whole lot of sense.
Iowa State. Okay. I mean, everybody else was going down. There's only up from here.
True.
Heard.
Fine.
2 spots. Fine.
You're undefeated. Fine. Makes sense, I guess. You only scored 20 points on Houston. I guess. Sure. Whatever. Cool. Good luck against Baylor.
Clemson.
I'm sorry. You're rewarding them for beating Stanford? It's fucking Stanford. It's Stanford.
There's probably no room. Like, that's the only thing I can think about was, like, there was no room to put them. Like, everyone else was just going so low. Their only way people could go was just shifting up. Like, I'm seeing a trend of a lot of these teams moving up 2 spots because other people just had to go down. There was nowhere else for people to go.
Stanford doesn't even have a vote to be in the top 25, and y'all are moving up Clemson by 2. It better be what you're saying, that they had nowhere else to do.
That's my only logic. There's nowhere else for them to go.
I don't want what the fuck, bro?
There's nowhere else for them to go. Because Notre Dame also went up 2 spots. Honestly, fair
warranted. It was 15 versus 16, 2 spots. That's fine. I do love they're above Clemson. That makes sense in my head. Makes sense to me.
I'm not fully sure if it makes sense in mine, but also a lot of this doesn't make sense. So go off.
That's
Who
fair.
am I?
Who
Who am I to determine what?
Not a coach sense? Voter for some fucking reason.
Okay, LSU, fine. Like, I just keep saying fine. Like, okay.
Holy shit, Ole Miss.
Y'all should have dropped more. I'm
Keep
not impressed.
keeping them in the top 12, bro.
I'm not impressed with this. If anything, and this is probably why I'm saying fine. Ole Miss should have bumped down to where Clemson is, and they should have probably moved up one more
Yeah.
and have LSU as 12. I think that makes more sense to me than to have Ole Miss jump down to 12.
I feel like the reason why they may not have done that is they're waiting for LSU to actually play some. I mean, I know they played South Carolina. That's South Carolina, and South Carolina could be a sleeper. We don't know. It's the top of the year.
Yeah,
I think
I'm sure that's probably what they were thinking. Like, let's
holding
see if
off.
this South Carolina game goes, and we'll hold off. And if they get wrecked there, you're done.
You're done.
You're done. Which shout out to Ole Miss for having some grace in the AP poll because there are other people that don't have grace. So good for you. Good for you.
The fact they kept y'all in that top 12, you were hanging by a thread, and it is the thinnest thread in existence.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Good luck.
Good fucking luck, bro. Good fucking luck in South
Get out
Carolina,
of my
dude.
head.
Jesus.
Get out of my head, bro.
No.
USC.
It's Wisconsin, and they moved up 2 spots for beating Wisconsin. I understand Ole Miss had to move, and there had to be some shifts. They beat Wisconsin. It's Wisconsin. Explain.
Yeah, I don't know about this one.
I also don't understand how Michigan can move up after struggling against an unranked Minnesota. Hold on.
I'm telling you, Ole Miss
What
and
is
Michigan, they hug the AP coaches, AP poll voters, whoever the fuck, every game, and it's like, thank y'all. Because why?
They got some
Why?
dirt. They have to have some fucking dirt because how the fuck after that absolute dismal
They're number 10.
dismal win against Minnesota, you move up to. Okay,
This
cool.
is hot buns. This is
Washington,
hot booty buns, bro.
Washington,
Oh, man.
I'm looking to you.
Get the job done. Lock in.
Please, man. I love that Mizzou moves up after a bye week, and not by 1 but 2.
They didn't do anything.
Yeah, they had a bye week, bro.
That's what I'm saying. I think that justifies my reason for why Clemson and all of them bumped up 2 because they didn't do anything and went up 2 spots. There was nowhere for anyone to go.
I guess.
Honestly.
I guess, but it's interesting who they pick and choose to drop down. Like, I get some of them had their losses. It's just interesting to see how much they allow the the ups and downs for some of these teams. It's just very fucking interesting. But Mizzou, if you can beat Texas A&M and it's by a good margin, you might be climbing up this ladder, especially if the ones above you can't keep their shit together. That's for damn sure.
My sorry. I didn't mean to laugh like that. Y'all are letting bullshit move up 2 spots, but y'all were like, nope, we're gonna drop them 1. Listen.
Warranted. I don't hate it. I don't fucking hate it because agreed.
I'm laughing because I'm not mad at it. Like I just find that to be shit luck, but
Bro.
I'm not mad at it.
Bro, y'all are lucky it's 1
Y'all
spot.
could have at least kept them before they
Nah, fuck that. No, because if you watch that game, and I watched I watched a good bit of that game. Miami, bro, I don't know what the fuck happened. Y'all did not show the fuck up, and y'all let Virginia Tech run all over your ass.
And I hear you, bro, but there are people on this list that lost
Yep.
as well and lost worse
Yep.
to unranked teams.
Yep.
And they were like, oh, we're just going to drop them a little bit. We're
Yep.
going to do this. They could have at least kept them.
Yep.
They said, nope, 1.
Nope, 1. Bye. I think it may have to do with Penn State's win over Illinois, which shot them up 2 spots, which I'm just going to say.
Excuse me.
I think Penn State's win, though it is a win, I don't see it as huge, seeing as it's only a few touchdowns. But what do I know? I didn't watch the game, so I can't fully speak on it. But that's interesting. Sure.
Yeah. For me, I mean, you beat a ranked team, so just like everybody else that won this weekend, that went up 2 spots, I'm genuinely thinking that's what happened.
Yeah.
Surprised? Okay, let me scroll up before we start talking about fixing up. Oregon moving up 2 spots, fair.
I suppose.
Do I feel like this is weird? Yes. I can't put my finger on why it's weird, but it is. But I'm going to tell you, I'm just going to skip over Oregon because whatever. Like, okay, cool. What's some fuckery is Georgia. They hold y'all bad.
Oh.
They
I think what dinged us is how bad we looked for the first half. I think
Agreed.
that's what they were like, well, we could only switch you places and put you at 4. But y'all didn't look all that great against in the first half. So I get it. I ain't mad about it. As long as we in the top 12 at the end of the day, it's fine. It's fucking fine. We don't need to be number 1. We just need to be in the top 12. It's the same way I thought about with the college football playoffs. We don't need to be number 1. We just need to be in the top 4.
The reason why I said this is some bullshit is because I understand Bama beat y'all, but even with the way your first half looked, you still ended the game pretty competitively. So I would have at least thought, like I said last week, that y'all would have switched spots and it would have went Alabama 2, Georgia 4. To put Tennessee above y'all when they haven't played anybody for real and they had a bye last week.
Yeah.
They were just basically saying, fuck you. That's how I felt. Like, I get it's 1 spot difference. Like, it doesn't really matter. Y'all are still in the top 12. So, like,
Yeah.
kudos to that. But they really just were like, fuck you. Because Tennessee didn't even have anything to show for last week and still felt like they needed to be a spot above you. And they played no one. They haven't even played anybody in the top 10, I don't think.
No, their first game, I believe, in the top 10 is going to be Alabama. So I think that's why they're trying to move Tennessee up a little bit to make that matchup even better. Because Bama is going to they're going to face Tennessee before they play us. I'm 95% sure. Let me check the schedule. Yeah, they play Alabama in October. And we face them in November. So they're trying to make that matchup look a little bit nicer. I get it.
I guess.
But no, I agree with you. I think it should have been we switched and went to number 4.
I think y'all should just flip-flop spots. But
agreed.
Like I said, whatever. I guess.
Whatever.
Ohio State. God fucking damn.
They can stay there. I don't give a fuck. Fuck off. They can, not you, but them. They can fuck off and stay there. It's fine. Because I'm gonna say this: y'all are some lucky motherfuckers to even be in the top 12. Seeing as y'all are not playing any fucking body at all, and you can sit here and complain that your conference is not good, but y'all has not played a single good soul to convince me to move up to number 1, bro.
I don't know what to tell.
Get some good people in your conference. I don't fucking know, brood. Even then, you're playing Michigan State. I'm expecting you, with the offense that they say that you have, why aren't you hanging like 50 on them or 60 on them? I don't know.
Y'all are really just stuck at 3.
That's fine. They can stay at 3.
Y'all are just stuck at 3, bro.
That's fine. 4 whole... The funny thing is they hyped him up at the start of the season about having this explosive offense and how great they were going to be. I ain't seen it.
I mean, they did. I mean, they haven't played anybody, but they did score 38-7. So,
but it's Michigan State, and I'm gonna be honest. I'm looking for Tennessee's blowout numbers. Where's your 50, 60 points, bro? I ain't gonna lie. Yeah. Y'all lucky Tennessee hasn't moved above your ass at this point.
Oh my God, it's just so funny to keep seeing them at number 3. Gosh, I know they're probably not sick because, you know, they're top 3, but gosh darn it, man. Maybe one day.
Nah, doubtful. Ooh. Last time they were number 1, it didn't go very well for them. So
but let me tell you about the bullshit up here.
Yeah, I'm confused. Now, I will say Texas did struggle against Mississippi State, which was weird. It was very weird, and I don't understand why.
What do you mean they struggled?
Amani, they didn't score their... hold on. First of all, they let Mississippi State hang around for far too long. Let me put it to you this way. At third quarter, it was only 21-6. And then all of a sudden, they let Mississippi State start scoring in the second half, and it was 28-13. And then
I'm not understanding.
They should have blown them out. They should have blown them out. It's Mississippi State. They are not good. They're not a great team. It took them to the end of the second quarter to score their second touchdown. Like, I'm just saying it should have been a blowout. And from what I have heard from other people, it was not a pretty game. It was pretty ugly. Like, almost comparatively like our Kentucky game. It was, like, pretty fucking ugly. And yeah, like it had people being like, it had Arch Manning literally coming out being like, I'm the second QB. Like, I'm not trying to be first QB.
Yeah. Sorry, maybe I'm not understand. Like, they harassed that little boy?
No, it's not so much they harassed him. ESPN has done a really good job in overhyping this kid because of his last name. So he came out and he said, like, I don't care what my last name is. I don't care where family I come from. I'm just trying to be as good as I am. Right now I'm QB2, and I am fighting to be in that QB1 spot, but that's not me. That's the other quarterback. It's not me right now. And I think it's to make up for the fact that this game was not a pretty game for him. It was not good for him.
My brain is just not comprehending.
And I'm not saying that Texas deserved to drop down like that, but I kind of get the thought process because...
Like, I get it, but my thing is, what this is saying right here is that in a game that was pretty darn close, you're saying that the difference in talent, or whatever you want, ranking, I should say, not talent, is 4 spots. I don't find that to be true. Like,
4 spots?
Yes, because Alabama's 1 and y'all are 5.
Oh, in that regard, yes.
Yes, like I don't think that makes sense to me. Like, I understand it wasn't a good game, but to just say because Bama beat Georgia, they just need to be number 1. I'm not. Y'all weren't even number 1 when y'all played them. Like, what justifies them being number 1? It's not making sense.
No, I agree with you. That's what I'm saying. I agree with you. I understand they're trying to hold this game against Mississippi State above Texas' head, which to a point is fair. Mississippi State was 1-3 coming into this game. But to have Bama jump up that high,
it's not adding up.
Especially to your point, we were not number 1. We were number 2.
Bro, that's what I'm saying. And it's so annoying, dog. Oh my gosh, I'm not going to hear the end of it from y'all stinky people. Oh, I can't stand it. This makes me physically ill. I don't even want to talk about it. Like, this is stupid. This whole list was some bullshit.
I'm going to say...
Starting with Las Vegas tying for 20... Why are we allowing a tie at 25? Just fucking drop somebody. Rock, paper, scissors. At this point, both of them are on the chopping block. I don't care.
It's because they got the same amount of points. Or the same amount of votes.
Rock, paper, scissors, or pull... Matter of fact, let's just have 24. We don't need 25. If y'all gonna do some dumb shit like that, oh my gosh.
All I'll say is, like, I think the dramatic jump for Bama to number 1 after beating us is kind of a lot. I really think it should have been we're 4, they're 2, and that's fine. Because Texas, at the end of the day, still won. It was an ugly win.
No other discussion. Other discussion.
Correct.
Simple. Swap them and move on.
It was an ugly...
They literally were saying, fuck you. It's been long since Alabama's been number 1. We miss them. That's what I'm feeling from this. We miss you.
No, because Fuck you. What I was gonna say was, like, I think rewarding Tennessee for a bye week is interesting. I think
that's what I'm saying. It doesn't make sense.
I think keeping Ohio State where they are makes sense. I think it's funny, but it makes sense. Because really, in hindsight for them, they haven't played anybody significant that has, like, impressed me to be like, yeah, y'all need to move up a spot. I'm waiting for y'all's downfall, to be quite honest. I think it's a little dramatic to have dropped us an extra spot when we really did damn near in the last minute drive down that fucking field and got to the 20-yard line ready to score again, and y'all are dinging us for coming back.
Actually dumb. This is actually dumb. I can't. It does not make sense to me other than they wanted to be like, yeah, fuck you, Georgia. We've been wanting you down for ages.
Oh, they always
and
do.
Yes, Alabama. It's been long since you've been up here. We miss you. That's all I can think about in my brain because the rest of this doesn't make sense.
It's always how Georgia loses, but never how Georgia won. And even like sometimes in ESPN articles, I'll see it'll be like, so Georgia won this game, but how did they fuck up during the game anyways? And it's like, okay, y'all can't even recognize the fact that we won like genuinely and like strongly. Y'all have to sit here and ding us. And again, I'm not saying the game was perfect. It was a good ass game in the end in the second half. I get that. But to ding us an extra spot when it was a close ass game to the point fucking
to
Bama
a team that didn't even play, bro, and hasn't played anybody. Insane.
And to the point, like, Bama fans are saying, like, we're for sure going to see y'all later this year. I don't know.
I can't wait. I don't think the outcome's going to be that. I don't think it's going to be this way again. Kirby Smart's sitting at the house right now writing stuff down.
Oh, he's making locker room material for sure. I just think, I know we say this every week, but this top 25 genuinely is just something else. I'm trying to really fully understand this 1 through 5. Whatever.
My head hurt.
If you're wanting it for money for Bama versus Tennessee, you don't need to do that. Tennessee's already yapping their asses off at Bama. They've been doing it all year. You ain't got to do that shit. They were going to be tuning in and watching that game. So were Bama fans. You ain't got to worry about that shit. If anything, you pissed off some Texas fans, and Georgia fans are just, we're sitting pretty, we're fine. But I would just love to understand, like, what the thought process was here, because this is just weird. This list this week, we say it every week, but this list this week is
by
very
far the
weird.
worst one I've seen this season. I don't understand it.
No, not at all.
Anyway, I'm tired of talking about Bama because they stink. So we can move on to College Pick'em.
Yep. So tune into our next episode. We'll dive into our college pick'ems and my interesting games for this week, as well as do a fantasy catch up that hopefully is a positive one for once.
I'm actually not cooked for once. Can you believe it?
It's a 180.
Maybe.
It's a miracle.
Maybe. I'm just gonna say this week was rough, but yeah.
Every week's rough, to be fair.
I'm always fighting for my life. Every day.
You're fighting in fantasy. I'm fighting in pick'ems. It's fine. But yeah, tune in for the next episode where we dive into that. But until then, see y'all.
See ya.
Bye.